Crypto fans, how are we? Appreciate you stopping by. I'm Crypto Max. This is Crypto Max News, and what an interesting day. All right, so I'm probably gonna, no, that's fine. I'll go into the Ripple thing right away. Let me first say this. I appreciate you subscribing, liking, anything you can, support the new channel. My commitment back to you is I'm always going to dig for something interesting or try to give you insight that helps you get out in front of things. And that's always been my goal, is just research, and give you a little bit of insight that I see. And hopefully it does make a difference. This is not financial advice, though. So you need to know that. It's for educational purposes only. And here we go, real quick. Okay, so a lot of this ties into the market today. There's a few things, right? The stock market took a hit, and that started causing everything, it's a trickling effect. And whether we like it or not, crypto is tied to the stock market in many ways, right? And that's probably going to become even more as crypto becomes more adopted. So we want that to happen. We want institutions to come in. We want all these funds out there that's going to push the price. But just understand, when the stock market for other reasons have, it could have negative impact in that regard. And so we saw a little bit of that today. Now, right over here, we got Bitcoin 45.6, Ethereum. It can hang in there. Most of them are hanging in there. Now, 24-hour, 10% on XRP. So let's talk about this for a second. And I want to bring up, Solana is on fire. Okay? They're on fire. I'm going to tell you a couple things, what I told you back in June, and I hope that you can kind of see that my research, I think, a little bit pays off. And it's not so much a pat yourself on the back, but it is fun to see that, you connect the dots and you start making a picture out of it. Anyway, so, it's like when you were a kid. So anyway, all right, here we go. Oh, gosh. Ripple slams the SEC for demanding 1 million Slack messages. So today they were fighting back and forth in court. So there was two really important dates. Monday, right? And it's past Monday now because it's over midnight. We're actually in Tuesday morning. But what's going on is Ripple and the SEC are fighting over this Slack thing. And Ripple's just saying, hey, you guys are really placing an undue burden on us, right? This could end up delaying things. Oh my goodness, right? We're talking about up to 15 weeks because of the way that they had to go back and pull. So they have an e-discovery vendor that initially failed to collect the direct messages and multi-party instant messages due to a mistake that was discovered in late July. So it's almost as if, I don't know how many they got. It's like 1,500 some. Well, now all of a sudden, that is going to look like, I don't want to say starting over, but man, starting over. 15 weeks, because you got to retrieve them, you got to go through them all that kind of stuff. And so they had already delayed this out until October 15th. Now, there is some good news here, all right? But I do believe that people hearing about the price the potential delay, right? It hasn't been ruled on yet, but the potential delay could impact things. Now, just keep in mind. So now, where's the good news? Tomorrow, or today, because it's the 17th officially, is the day where it's called the DPP, the Deliberative Privilege Process, or vice versa. And Ripple is challenging all these documents that the SEC is screwing around with. So they're just hiding them all. No, that'll make our case look bad. We're not going to give it to you, right? That's to me what they're doing. But they're hiding them all. And so now tomorrow, big, huge day. Can't wait to come and do the YouTube tomorrow. If anything, even a smidgen comes out, and I'm going to be back trying to crush the SEC from my YouTube chair. Anyway, so, but big, huge day. So just keep in mind, put it in perspective a little bit. Stock market on the price. So everybody's wondering, oh, Ripple, why is it going down? Well, stock market and then that news. But tomorrow's a big, beautiful day. And I hope the judge slams them because they haven't given crap. All right, I'll get off the... So, back on June 7th, did a TikTok on, I think it was the 9th, and I combined June 7th with the June 9th information. But if you remember, Vitalik came out and said, well, I think it's delayed, and they actually think it's delayed out until 2022. All right? So that was a NASDAQ article. And then 2 days later, Solana comes out with this $314 million private token sale. And these guys are like the venture capitalists of venture capitalists, right? They kick butt. So those two things. And then I came out with the TikTok and I just said, listen, there are two key elements that are really going to put Solana on the roadmap because it's given them a long runway in order to get there. You now have the resources to be able to kind of build everything the way you want. You have Ethereum 2.0 kind of tripping up a little bit because it was supposed to be out, I forget what it was, October or somewhere in there. But now they think, right, 2022. So perfect, absolute ideal scenario for Solana. And I talked about them back when, in June. And you could have picked it up pretty nicely then. So, just so you know, I think I've talked about it. One of my other tokens is Solana. And I have a decent position in it, right? My big problem is I had a decent position in a lot of them. I just kept on spreading myself thin because I'm Addicto Crypto, I guess. It's a good, their new name, Addicto Crypto. So, all right. Then what happens? Right? This was today. Solana hits a new all-time high. Degenerate Apes NFT collection. Well, take a look at this. They sold out 10,000 units, I think it was. Dang it. Was it 10,000? And of the Degenerate Apes. And then let me go back, because I think that's how many units it was. But anyway, there it is. 10,000 in 8 minutes. Okay? Now, that's not the craziest news, right? I got to find it. So Solana is all the way up at $70, right? They have seen a massive increase. And so anyway, where was the biggest one? It was ridiculous how much the highest one was selling for. But all right, and there was the Twitter. I'm super impressed with Solana just because they have the ability to really take a bite out of Ethereum's market share. Right? They're really fast. They're not just fast transaction speed, they're kind of nimble right now, and people are seeing them as an alternative to Ethereum because of the gas fees. And that has been the biggest issue with Ethereum, right? London hard fork, it definitely helped, right? They kind of shifted gears a little bit, but that's now cooled off. And now you have Solana. I think the stars just aligned perfectly for Solana, and now you're seeing the evidence of them just kind of positioning themselves right. So, good timing sometimes it will make a world of difference. Hey, I'm Crypto Max, and I really appreciate you again supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, follow. I'll be back tomorrow, and I can't wait to come back with the XRP news. Looking forward to it. We'll see you.